Ready? Right. Hi, brothers and sisters. Well, after our little video, Victoria and I were talking, and she brought up some stuff that I feel is the most important thing we've ever discussed. And as far as you're concerned out there, brothers and sisters, we have to present this in a way that you can see and understand. That's all we're attempting to do. The choice of it is up to you. And we just want to be so honest and true and in the spirit so that the confusion of the door can come to an end for each and every single person. And you can accept truth and go in there. Just amazing stuff. So I'm going to hand it over to Victoria and Mark and Therese. I've already made up my mind. So they have to come to a place to make up their minds. So that's what we're going to film. And I don't mind if they go off their heads or there's drama or they have an argument or they just accept it. But it's up to them. And it's up to you too. So please take this from our heart for the concern for you and the wickedness that's dominating the world at the moment. There is a way out. What does the name Yahusha mean? I am your deliverer. Which is the most wonderful news. Okay, guys, hand it over to Victoria.
Yeah, well, we're going to have a discussion about the doorway that we talked about the other day, and entering into that doorway. And we've discovered that there is a door to enter into, and that was it's very important, because this is what Yahusha was saying. John the Baptist was saying to Yahusha when he came. He said that he is going to immerse you in, not in water, but in spirit and fire. And when we come to the door, we know that this is a place where we need to enter into. So there's so many different doors that we've heard about. There's so many different immersions that we've heard about, and all the different ways and teachings that we've come to. And I've got to the place where I've thought, I'm so sick of trying really hard to get to go in, to get free, to be in that place, to where we are in the right vein, in the right way, to have the right way. And we were discussing it together, Chris and I were discussing it. And while we were talking, he had a vision, and he saw there were two grey curtains on the side, and it was very dark.
Chiffon curtain.
So sheer drapes on the side.
Like you'd see on a stage. All the floor was glassy like the table.
Yeah, and it was dark, and then he could see Yahusha behind.
No, they were like that.
In the drapes.
He was right in the middle.
He was right in the
Standing
middle.
there with his...
Standing there with his stake. And so we thought about that, and there's Yahusha there, standing.
Come on, he said.
And he said, come on. And he's encouraging and inviting us to come in, to come through that door. And that's the place where we're up to in our walk. And this is the revelation that came through, where Yahusha is immersed us in spirit and fire, and he wants us to go in. And we've got to think about going, if we haven't heard about this door before, to go into with his spirit and fire. If we haven't heard about this before, and we've only just heard this now, where do you think we're at? Where do you think that we're at? And this is what I want to discuss. We want to all discuss to find out where we are, where we're situated in our walk. And Christopher was saying to me, where do you think you are and I felt like, well, I haven't gone in that door, I'm out. So what state are you in if you haven't gone through? And so I took this very personally, and I was very disgruntled and thought, well, I haven't got his spirit. No, that can't be true, because I feel this, but if you haven't been immersed in the spirit and fire, and we were talking about that, and in that message that we bought the other day, it was talking about that they were called tongues of fire, and this is what it means. So what do the tongues of fire mean? The tongues of the flame signify the power of speech, boldness of utterance, and persuasiveness, which from henceforth were to mark the testimony of the disciples. Well, I haven't had that boldness of speech, that persuasiveness. I haven't had that passion. So the immersion in the spirit of fire is signifying the power of speech, to be fluent, to be able to speak Yahusha's word fluently in everyday language wherever we are, to be immersed and to be totally sold over with him. Boldness of utterance, to know you know what you're saying, you believe it, and to mark. That's the mark of our testimony. And the marvellous capabilities which the witness displayed after Pentecost. These capabilities are to be in amongst us, and I felt like I haven't had this, and I've been trying to squeeze it out of myself and go there and be able to talk to people about the truth, and yet I've held back, and
What was in the way?
I've had fear. I've had a lot of fear to go all the way, because it's a fearful thing to totally give up the world in every way. To me, it's astounding. It's horrendous to totally give up the world and
not
all its
relying
ways.
on it.
Yeah, not rely on anything, any security in any way. And I mean, I've found that, wow. To me, it's a really, hard thing to trust Yahusha in every way. So I've had a lack of trust. So this is where
I want to give up the world.
No, not in every way. Not in every way. Yeah. That's how I've felt. So
you weren't sure of Yahusha, and you had fear about stepping in, following him through the curtain.
Yeah.
And saying, no more world for me. I'm not relying on that anymore.
Yeah.
I want to follow.
Yeah, it's a big commitment. It freaks me out a bit. It totally is a big commitment. So that's the genuine, real experience to respond to Yahusha, and I just want to know what you guys think. Where do you stand in this, in your walk? Where you think we are? Brothers and sisters, this is where we're going, and I want you to think about yourselves and where do you think you stand.
It's a life or death situation.
It's very serious to me. It's just very serious. It's not just being able to speak and have a victory in situations that you had. That I did this and I did that and I was able to do this. But just in your whole self, it's the personal experience that only you will know that change, and you can feel it. So I'm just wondering what you guys are thinking about.
If you didn't know about the door, you can't be in it, can you?
No.
If you're fighting about the door, you can't be in it.
No.
I didn't know about the door till very recently.
Yeah.
So all that time I haven't been in it. Didn't have the right spirit. Explains why I wrestled so much with everything. Powerless in many situations.
Yeah.
Wanted my own way. Even now you step into the door and you still want to wrestle with things, and you look at the things you're wrestling about and you go, okay, I'll let you have that. Did you enjoy it? No.
Yeah.
Did anything good happen? No. Why don't you just give that up then? Why don't you just go my way? And so He's convincing in everything.
Mm.
So I'm standing in the doorway, and I want to go his way. There's nothing else.
Mm.
Like you said, you just got to trust him.
Mm.
And I haven't trusted him. Not completely.
For everything.
For everything.
Yeah. It's a big commitment, it's a big thing, it's a serious thing, and this is what's required
I've
of it.
been very angry at him, but then when I look at the end is coming, and he's, like you said, come with me.
Yeah.
Like nothing else and no one else matters. He's
Yeah.
asked me to follow him.
Yeah.
He'll deal with the rest. I just have to listen and do.
Yeah.
So yesterday,
Mm.
I said to you, Mark, what is it you won't let me have, speaking of the second rule,
Mm.
inside yourself?
Yeah.
And you said that you've got free.
You're free. You've
And
gone
so
there.
you've been attacking me
Yeah.
because I'm free.
Yeah.
That's the behaviour that comes from outside.
Mm.
Going in,
Yeah.
you won't want to do that.
You've made up your mind about everything.
Mm.
Made up your mind about your relationship with him and you're with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So everything we've been through, all the studying, all the word, all the preaching, everything we've been through
Mm.
means nothing. And then Yahusha, all the men have set up their doctrines about the door,
Mm.
and then Yahusha comes in and says, look at this. And if you want to argue with John the Baptist. It's
Yeah.
written in his word.
Yeah.
Spirit and fire.
Mm.
That's the real baptism. Water baptism
Mm.
isn't necessary because the early assembly was going through a transition
Mm.
into realizing Yahuwah came into the flesh and became Yahusha.
Mm.
Yeah.
So therefore he's our deliverer.
Mm.
We get delivered in him. And going through all that study and everything, coming to here, and he says, hey, look at this, you guys.
Mm.
And opens up our eyes and our mind, and we can see what John the Baptist said.
Mm.
Mm.
And none of the beliefs out there are preaching this.
No.
Oh, we know all about the Spirit and the Word. Yes, we've had the Spirit, the fire experience.
Mm.
Yes, we've had the fire. We know what that's all about.
Mm.
But their behaviour
Yeah.
hasn't had a drastic
No.
change.
No, they can
Yeah.
say it. You can say it. You can say you believe. You can
Quite.
say you know. You can say it all. But say everything. It's all been said. Everything's been said
Mm.
so many times, and yet the behaviour
Yeah,
to follow and to actually believe it and do it.
yeah.
It's a different situation, and to know and have that fire.
Well, they say, if God is there, why has he let all this happen?
Yeah.
All these wicked things and children and everything, why is he doing it? They don't even look that he's already given us precepts to live by,
Yeah.
which we've ignored, and we've gone our own way and
Yeah.
put our own doctrines onto his words.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. And here he is peeling it all off and saying, see the door now?
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
See the door?
Yeah.
That's it. You can go in.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then
Go on.
when you step into the door, I'm finding Yahusha, the main thing he's saying to me a lot is, why are you surprised? He's actually taking the words that I know off by heart, and like I find like if somebody hates you or somebody goes out of their way to say something, do something, everything to you, and you're having a reaction yourself, and I'm finding a lot lately him saying, you know this is supposed to happen. I told you this would happen.
Mm.
But why are you surprised?
Mm.
Because I've always wanted to do the right thing and be recognised, and I did this and I did that, and it's like, no, shut up, just do, shut up. They're going to hate you. They hated me. They're going to hate you. This is how it is. So all the things that we've been taught and know but have never actually practiced and implemented, I'm finding it's very much an inside, very much going, shut up, you don't need that. You don't need recognition. You don't need, follow him. Look what he went through.
Mm.
It's not real prior to going through the door. It's just all head stuff. And that's why I've been angry at Christopher, because he wasn't interested in that. He had the experience of it.
Yeah.
He went and did this and this and this and this and this and this and this. All those bits were right, that bit was wrong, this was right, this was wrong. He worked it all out, and I just kept all the head knowledge. And
So
no
they-
experience.
They say there's no God
Yeah.
because he wouldn't do the things to men and women that he does.
Yeah.
And they're just consequences of their own behaviour.
Yeah.
But if they say there's no God, you can prove it. By if someone goes through the door, and gets the spirit and the fire, there's a definite dramatic change in them.
Yeah.
And that's the proof.
Mm.
And that's within people personally, they feel it and others can see it. That person's changed.
Yeah.
And that's the proof that there is a creator.
Mm.
Yeah. I talk about it very
Mm.
That's true, isn't it?
You're right, it's so important to get rid of the confusion, because then it's just a matter of choice.
Yeah.
Now that there's no confusion about what the door is, it's your choice whether you want to walk through it or not.
Yes.
But there's no choice if there's so many options and so much confusion. So you're right, it does need to be made easier.
Well, this is the point. This is the understanding. You don't need the water, just the other two, spirit, fire. That's the true immersion. That's what John the Baptist said. Okay?
Yeah.
I do it with water, but he does it with spirit and fire. So that's what we need. So if we haven't gone in that door genuinely and understanding this and experienced the change, where are we? Truly.
We're outside his reign, because his reign is spiritual. You must become a spiritual being to enter it.
Which means you can't have and do and be and say what you want.
No.
You're listening for his advice about everything.
Yeah.
And you won't go ahead and do and say things that you know he's not pleased with. But what do you find happening?
You put your foot in it, you choose the wrong thing, you get flogged. Yeah, okay, I'm not doing that. Yeah.
So what's in the way from you
Flesh.
stepping into his reign? There's the door. What's stopping you from...
The self.
Yeah, what?
It's everything to do with the self, because it's what you want in the end.
So if you're living this knowledge that you have and you haven't had the experience, what are you living?
Dead. It really is dead. Misery.
Lies.
You're
Or
pretending.
what you just talked about. You're living your...
Your own
Self.
self-life. Yeah.
So that's the choice people need to come to consciously, diligently, willingly, and truthfully and genuine. Yes, Yahusha, I want you.
Yeah.
And you go in seeking that change. And it must manifest.
Yeah.
That's what you guys were angry at me for.
Yeah.
The change, you kept telling me.
Massive change.
You've changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? That's what you've been angry at.
Yeah.
And where do you stand? Yahusha's saying to you, where are you standing?
Outside the door.
Why? What's in the way? I mean, be real about it. People are watching so they can understand what's in your way. Maybe what's in your way may help them. Have you stepped into that door yet? Completely?
Not completely. No.
Well, so have you stepped into the door?
No.
It's got to be completely.
No.
Completely make up your mind. Not relying on the world or anything from there anymore. I'm going in the door to believe in you, trust in you for everything for me. I don't want that now. It's gone. I'm going here. So where do you stand in that? Are you in the door?
No.
See how your mind plays tricks? There you go.
I was going to say, still trusting and still looking and trusting in the world and its ways, and it's
Why?
to gauge whether I'm right or not. And
There's
the
Yahusha.
answer is
You're
not.
trusting in this, not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you there? You're not in the door. You haven't made up your mind. Still trusting in this. So what is it that is in your way to go in?
I haven't trusted his process as far as getting this message out there. I thought he's not doing it fast enough, like he's not knowing what he's doing. I have to make it happen.
Like Biden?
Yeah. Whatever that means. So,
Joe Biden,
I don't know who he
American
is,
president. You saw the debate.
Yeah.
He's senile.
Yeah.
And it was all revealed. The whole world is screaming about it at the moment.
Yeah.
So he's not Joe Biden.
No.
You go on.
No. And I spent a long time, many years worrying about the children, but now that I see them, I think, oh, I'm not having that anymore in me. Time is so short. You either make it or you don't. As you said, you're not going to remember any of it anyway. If you make it and others don't, you're not going to remember them. So why am I carrying all this hurt around? Love them when you see them, and you just let it, not having any of it.
So you're saying the children have been in your way from going in?
And my anger at Yahusha about you could do anything. What are you doing with this? What are you doing with this insanity? I can't do anything about it. I've tried.
That's like the same accusation the world has. If there is a God, why is this happening?
Yeah.
We have to make up our mind.
Yeah.
See what he said, the door. The whole world has rejected his
Well, he
door.
wants me to leave it.
Yeah,
Completely.
so
Yeah.
I'm asking you, what's in your...
All that, and I'm starting to leave it. I don't want it. It's not.
How are you feeling?
Mother, father, sister, brother is not.
How's this affecting you?
I feel like
Really?
it's really the answer.
Yeah.
Just let it all drop.
Yeah.
Like you said about the caterpillar, just let it all drop. Just go.
Yeah.
People will either see the
So
change.
why do you think you've been hanging on to it and you've been told numerous times by Yahusha?
Oh, I'm so
let it
rebellious,
go.
wicked. Didn't believe it.
Ooh.
I didn't believe it. You know.
So why didn't you believe it now that you do? You do believe it now? So why didn't
I had
you
to
believe
test him. I've been standing in the door wrestling with him. I'm in the door, but I'm not
You
giving this
might
bit
end
up.
up with a crook hip.
I'm not giving this bit up, and I'm not.
You might have a limp for the rest of your life. You keep
I haven't liked
fighting
it.
him.
It's not fun. Yeah, he wins every battle. He wins every argument, and you go, it's not worth it.
What's been in your way?
Nothing
then?
now.
If you break it down, what's been in your way? I said. Don't
Really?
harsh me.
Harsh. Yeah.
Over talking harsh me. What's been in your way?
Hurt. A lot of hurt from a lot of people.
What have you been hurt about? Break it all.
How much more hated and wrong and I used to watch you get this, and that's why I never wanted to open my mouth, because I saw how hated you were. I said, no, stuff that. I'm not going down that road. And yet, even without opening my mouth very much, it's all coming on me now. You can rejoice in that and go, okay, something's working then. But if you're not enjoying it and facing that it's meant to happen, you just get angrier and angrier. And why do I have to be so hated? What they're doing?
What's the mindset that's controlling the world?
Satan.
The word we looked up. In the
Confusion.
video. Right. So if you want all your confusion to go, come with it.
Yeah.
Trust him.
It's all
That
about
simple.
trust, isn't it? Total
Yeah.
trust. It's total. It's
Reliance.
belief and trust.
Reliance.
And reliance.
Yeah.
You know, okay, I'm going
it.
there.
Yeah.
Help me, please.
Yes. Yes.
Yahusha, I want to go there.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got to be able to stand
Yeah.
up to what comes at you.
Yeah.
Just check it all with the word.
Oh, it's constant.
And
Constant
this
barrage.
amazing change will happen within you if you rest your thoughts.
Yes.
You don't let them in.
Door
You do it.
Yeah.
But what have you been doing? And you know all this.
I didn't know it.
Wallowing in.
You know all this about arresting your thoughts and not
Yeah.
letting it in and everything.
But if you haven't gone in the door, that's just all head knowledge.
No. You still can practice it.
Yeah, of yourself. There's no power in it. You've got no fire. You've got no power.
What were you going to say?
It's the unbelief, basically.
And what's
You
the
don't.
unbelief?
You don't believe that he will
Mm.
be there to help you, because in the past you've relied on others
Yourself.
and they've let you down every single time. So you have that unbelief of
Trust.
It's sad, isn't it? To
Yeah, it
have
is.
it.
Someone.
To have it, a
Mm.
person
Mm.
having that in them, allowing it to live in them, not
Mm.
dealing with it.
Mm.
Go in,
Mm.
you'll get the deliverance you want. You'll get the change you
Mm.
want. You'll have the power. Oh no, I'm not going there, not going here.
Mm.
Why are you crying, Therese? Wonderful.
Because it's exactly what has been happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just with me, but everybody that you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't got a hanky, sorry.
Well, that's wonderful, darling. Yahusha's showing you and touching you.
What's he saying to you?
Believing you.
What's he saying to you at this moment?
you can believe in me.
Yes.
I've got you.
Yes.
Well, take it.
You hear that from people
Yeah.
previously and you think, yeah, okay, and you believe them, and then, of course, they let you down.
Yes.
So that's where my unbelief has come from.
Mm.
Mm.
But now, after hearing this,
Mm.
you've resorted to tears.
Mm.
And what do you think? He's touched your
He's there
heart.
for you. He's
What do you
standing
think? What's he saying
there.
to you? What did you say before Mark wasn't here? You can.
He just said, believe in me, I've got you.
Mm.
You can trust me.
Mm.
Isn't
I
that
won't
wonderful?
let you down like everyone else.
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful, brothers and sisters? And this is how true he
This
is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What are you fussed up about?
No, I love it. You're not going to fuss me.
You're already fussed up. I ask you what you're fussed up about.
Because I can see it's the right path. I'm on the right
Yeah.
path. Just make a stand. Make up your mind. Don't let any of that pestering
What are you looking
change your
forward to?
the end.
No.
What am I looking forward to?
What do you go in the door for?
Peace.
To meet, to have him, to freedom. To
What's his name?
Hear
Yahusha.
from Yahusha.
What's his name?
Yahusha.
And what does it mean?
I am your deliverer. I'm looking forward to deliverance. Yeah.
From what?
From all of it. The pesterings, the murmurings,
So why wouldn't you want to go in?
where you would. When it's made this clear to you, only an idiot wouldn't. But it hasn't been an easy
There's lots of idiots.
path for us.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of
You don't have to make excuses. When he gives it, he gives it. And you go, yeah.
And
Well,
he's
it's given
shown
it
us
now.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're looking forward to the
changeover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
change that he's going to make in you.
Mm.
Rest your thoughts, check it with the word,
Yes.
choose the word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing
Absolutely.
else.
Yeah.
So yes when you mean yes, no when you mean no. The rest is from the wicked one.
Mm.
Ooh.
Gives you the
He
power.
wants yes or no.
Yeah.
And they won't answer, will they?
No.
Those judges that are being questioned about
Oh,
America
you're not
and
allowed
about to go
say.
on the board forever,
Mm.
for their lifetime,
Mm.
and they're all coming against them and saying, no,
Mm.
no,
Mm.
no,
They're
I
all
don't
lying.
know.
They're
They're lying.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Wow. That's amazing. Mm.
So this is where Yahusha's brought us today, and he
Mm.
wants his word, his truth. This is the truth, brothers and sisters, where you have this opportunity and it's everybody's choice. Nobody can do this. It's
I did that. Yeah,
you're naughty.
yeah.
It's
Go on.
our choice. It's a
Mm.
free will choice. Even when you're inside the door, you still have a free will. But
Mm.
Yahusha's there with you. And that's the amazing thing. We can get delivered. We can be delivered.
Mm.
And this is something that I've just been so sick and tired of crying out to be delivered. You know, it's so long. It's taken so long. But this is the time. Yahusha's bringing us this now.
Well, just have a look at how you treated me when I got out.
Yeah, furious.
Just have a look,
Oh.
all of you, what you were doing.
Yeah,
You know.
you weren't allowed to get out. And
Well, I got out. I didn't care.
That's how we're going to get treated. So
Yeah.
everybody gets treated.
Yeah, don't worry about what they say at you.
Yeah.
They're all going to want to block the door. So when you see people
Yeah.
strutting around in their understanding of their doorway, and you look at the real doorway, what do you call what they're doing and what you've been doing?
Self-righteousness.
I would call it self-righteousness. I'd call it religion.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what have you been playing?
Playing religion.
And it
Religion.
suited you.
Certainly did.
This
For a long time.
truth hasn't suited you.
No.
You know?
That's a
You
bit
don't,
too
this
real.
hurts. This is too
It
Yeah.
real.
does.
It's
It does.
true. It's
It
real.
does hurt. Following Yahusha hurts.
Yeah.
It's death.
Well, if you don't go in this door, which is made open for everyone today, where are you?
You're outside. You're with the dogs. You'll be
Do
destroyed.
you have the Spirit?
No.
You're the unwise virgins. You don't
Have you had
your
the
oil.
change of fire?
No.
No.
So it's,
Yeah.
and this proves He's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Because He changes you. All you have to do is arrest your thoughts.
Yeah.
Don't let it into your carcass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That is amazing. You can't have this experience without knowing that Yahusha is
Are you stunned? How do you feel about this?
Better.
Right.
Mm.
Wonderful. You're not worried about the past? Good, move on. Don't carry any of it, it's gone. Go and meet Yahusha. Are you going to go and meet Yahusha?
Yeah.
You haven't met him yet, have you?
No, never.
Why do you meet him?
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Hey,
Yeah.
why do you meet him?
All right.
Because you've been too busy.
I've been busy.
When you
Yeah.
meet him, you go in there,
Mm.
oh, you're going to be off your head.
Mm.
That's what I want to see happen to you.
Mm.
That's what you want to see happen to everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going in there.
Good. Well, brothers and sisters, these guys all want to go in that door.
Yes.
Mm.
Now you know the doorway of deliverance. It's the only way out of the apocalypse that's coming.
Mm.
It's the only way into Yahusha's reign. Yahusha is Elohim. Only those wise virgins that believe and realise
Yeah.
have spirit, has the oil in their lamps. They're the ones that make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's your choice. We're all
Yeah.
given this information globally now.
Mm.
This is global and
Yeah.
it's your choice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, you're either going to ignore Yahusha or live what you want. Okay, thank you for being
Thank
with
you.
us. We pray this is a wonderful message of deliverance to you from this dreadful world that's coming upon us.
Yeah.
Love you, brothers and sisters.
Love you.
Bye.